Hey everyone, how's it going? This is David Horowitz, CEO and co-founder of Retrium. I'm here today to tell you a little bit more about how to make your retrospectives better in the coming year. Today is December 29th, 2016. It's the end of the calendar year. We look forward, we look ahead towards a New Year's celebration on December 31st into the January 1st holiday. And what's one thing that almost everybody does when it's time for the new year? Well, it's time for your New Year's resolutions, right? You look back on what worked for you this past year, what didn't work for you this past year, and what concrete, tangible steps, what goals should we set for ourselves in the coming year to make us better compared to the person that we were in the previous year going forward. So that's something that we all kind of do, right, in New Year's time. And it always struck me as somewhat odd that we only do that once a year. That when it comes to January 1st, it's somehow an opportunity to reflect. But when it's June 1st or April 1st or August 1st or frankly any other moment during the year, we don't necessarily see that as a day to reflect on how we can improve ourselves. When you think about a once a year opportunity to reflect and improve, it reminds me a lot of where we have come from as a software industry. Back in the day when we were all doing waterfall development, we had these long development life cycles that took 6 months, a year, or more to get any feedback whatsoever on the product that we were building. And so the retrospectives that we ran had a different name. They were called post-mortems. And I always laugh and have a little bit of sympathy for people who had to live through the post-mortem, because literally what does post-mortem mean? Post-mortem means after death. It always struck me as odd. Why wait to improve until after death? Why not improve continuously during life? And so Agile came around and kind of flipped that on its head and said, forget the post-mortem. Let's run these retrospectives on a heartbeat basis. Every 2 weeks at the end of your sprint, we should be reflecting on what's working and what's not working so we can improve continuously throughout the life of a project. And the same thing is true when it comes to ourselves. I'll be the first to admit that in many cases, I am the problem. None of us are superhuman. None of us is perfect. In some cases, we look around and something's not working. Well, guess what? You should look at yourself and ask yourself, well, maybe there's something that I'm doing that's causing this project, this product, this process to fail. It won't always be you, but there's almost always a way for you to improve yourself so that you can be happier in what you're doing in life, and also so that your team can benefit from the person that you are in a greater way. So don't just reflect on January 1st for the new year is my advice for you. Run those personal retrospectives throughout the year. Always ask yourself, how can I be a better person? How can I be a better teammate? How can I be a better family member so that you end up as a better you on a continuous basis as opposed to on a one-off basis? That's it for today, everybody. Run those personal retrospectives. Have a happy, happy new year. And if you're looking for a better way to run retrospectives, especially if you have a distributed team, take a look at Retrium. I promise you it's going to help you run a better distributed retrospective with better engagement from your team members across the world. Have a good one, everyone.